Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are going to study biology. It is a lecture from the month of April. So the chapter which we are going to study today is touch, taste and smell. It is chapter 6.02, page number 138 to 139 from your textbook. So the topics which we are going to study today are introduction, the skin, the tongue and the nose. So let's begin with the introduction. First of all, I want to tell you what are sense organs, right? Because in this chapter, you are going to study sense organs basically. So the sense organs are the body organs by which humans are able to see, smell, hear, taste, and touch or feel. The five sense organs are the eyes, which are used for seeing, nose, which is used for smelling, ears, which are used for hearing, tongue, which is used for tasting, and the skin for touching or feeling. Okay, so you can touch, taste, smell, hear, balance, and see because of your sense organs, right? So in humans, the sense organs are the skin, the tongue, the nose, the ear, and the eyes. It's just a recap, right? So let's continue with the skin. The skin is sensitive to pressure, heat, cold, and gives you your sense of touch. The tongue, which is sensitive to the chemicals that are present in the food and drinks and gives you your sense of taste. And the nose, which is sensitive to chemicals that are present in air and gives you your sense of smell. The ears, which are sensitive to sound and movement and gives you your a sense of hearing and balance. And finally, the eyes, which are sensitive to light and gives you your sense of sight. Okay, without these sense organs, you won't be able to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch or feel. Okay, so when a sense organ detects a stimulus such as sound or light, it sends message along the nerves to the brain, right? Here you can see in the picture. Okay, first of all, you have to understand what is a stimulus. So the stimulus is a thing or event that evokes a specific functional reaction in an organ or tissue. And what is sensation? Sensation is the physical feeling or perception resulting from something that happens to or comes into contact with the body. Okay, so when a sense organ detects a stimulus, which could be sound or light or anything else, it sends messages along the nerves to the brain, and then the brain gives you feeling or sensation such as hearing or sight. It depends on stimulus, right? Okay, then the skin. Your sense of touch is produced by the ends of the nerve cells in your skin. These are called nerve endings. Okay, the nerve cells are called as nerve endings. These nerve endings deep inside the skin are sensitive to heavy pressure. Okay, they warn you about pressure which could bruise or injure you, right? Okay, these nerve endings near the skin surface are sensitive to light pressure. They tell you about the texture of an object, for example, whether it is rough or smooth. Let's take an example. For example, if you are sitting on a chair and there's a table, is present in front of you, right? So what will you do? You will tell the texture of the table, right? How the surface of the table is, right? So you have to how will you tell whether it is smooth or rough or how the surface is? By touching, obviously, right? So you will place your hand over the table, and by the sense of touch and feel, you will be able to describe its texture. Okay, then these nerve endings very close to the skin surface makes you feel pain if, for example, your skin is cut or burned, right? For example, you're cutting or chopping some vegetables, and if there will be a cut on your finger, then by the help of pain receptors or pain, um, okay, by the feeling of pain, you will be able to do some medication or bandage, right? Okay, these nerve endings are sensitive to heat or cold. They detect changes in temperature, for example, when the weather changes or you touch cold or hot objects. Let's take an example of touching ice. If you touch ice with your bare hands, you will be observe cold, right? And let's take another example, like if you are pressing your clothes and by mistake you touch the steel part of the iron which is very hot, then what will you observe? Obviously you will observe hot and pain, the change in the temperature as well as the pain via your skin, right? These are findings wrapped around the base of a hair, detect if hair is moved or pulled. Okay. Let's move towards the tongue. Your tongue has little bumps, projections on it. Okay, these projections contain tiny sense organs called taste buds, right? What are taste buds? These are the sensory organs that are found on your tongue and allow you to experience tastes that are sweet, salty, sour, or bitter. All right. Taste buds are sensitive to chemicals that are present in food, and these chemicals must dissolve in saliva before you can taste them. Okay. This is why dry food has no taste until you chew it to mix with the saliva, right? Every food that you consume, after chewing, it has to mix with saliva in order to give you taste. If it won't be happen, then you won't be able to detect any taste. Okay. Your sense of taste is useful. It stimulates, like it raises the levels of physiological or nervous activity in the body, or any biological system. Okay, it stimulates your sense of stomach to produce gastric juice for digestion. Okay, many poisons and bad foods have nasty taste. What is nasty? It is unpleasant taste, right? Or very bad taste. So you can spit them out before they harm you. For example, Century X. These are the Chinese preserved food products. Okay, they are very bad in taste. Okay, so before entering into the body or you vomit, your tongue or will help you to spit out. Okay, and there are different taste buds for tasting bitter, sour, salty, and sweet foods. For example, if I offer you chips, right? Let's take an example of Lay's. There are variety of different flavors of Lay's, right? So if I give you the Lay's in bowl and I won't tell you its flavor, then by the help of your sense of tongue, um, you will be by the help of your taste buds, basically you will be able to detect which flavor you are consuming, right? So there are three taste buds present on your tongue, right? The taste buds for bitter taste are at the back of your tongue. The taste buds for sour taste are at the side of your tongue, and the taste buds for salty and sweet taste are at the front of your tongue. You can see that in this picture, okay? And for example, if you're eating bitter momordica carentia, which is a bitter vegetable, right? So what will happen if your sense of tongue or the what should I say, taste buds are not working well? You will eat that bitter momordica carentia, right? It is you what you people call it in Urdu, karela. Okay, now you can assume that how much bitter taste it possesses, right? So a food can stimulate more than one kind of taste bud at the same time. Okay. If I give you two solutions in two different bowls, and I'll offer you a sip of these two, how will you able to tell me that which solution is lemon juice, for example, and the other one is vinegar? Obviously, by the help of your taste buds, right? If you find it sour, obviously you will tell me that it's lemon, right? And if the sugar broth is given to you, by the help of your taste buds, you will tell me that it's sweet, right? Then obviously it will be what? Sugar broth. Okay, then let's continue to the nose. Okay, when a bad cold blocks your nose, food seems to lose its flavor, right? This is because many flavors are smells. Okay, smells are chemicals in the air, and the chemicals dissolve in moisture on the lining of your nose. This stimulates nerve endings in your nose to send messages to your brain, which produce the sensation of smell. Okay, human can detect about 3,000 different smells. Smells help animals to hunt food and find their way. Smells can also warn about some dangers. Okay. Okay, here in this picture, you can see that air current through the nose is coming, okay, and it circulates the signals to the nerve endings, okay, and which then send messages to the brain, and brain gives you the um, sensation. Okay, then I believe you must have got understood this lecture. It was quite interesting. Okay, so there are some questions. You have to write answers of these questions in your fair copy. Okay, question number one is, what are five senses and their organs in the body? Why food seems to have less flavor when we have bad cold in the nose? How do taste and smell protects you? How do taste and smell protects you? Oh, it's the repetition, I'm sorry. Okay, then draw a neat and labeled diagram of human tongue and make 6 fill in the blanks from the chapter in your copy. Okay, the diagram you will find on page number 139. Okay, try to write in your own language briefly and precisely. Okay, every answer. And that's all for today's lecture. Thanks for your patience and attention. I wish you all the best. Me, Miss Sugya Yusuf, signing off. Allah Hafiz.